By many accounts, Coach, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Tennessee Titans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the set. 50. You.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Gordon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Jones. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Come on, set. 91.
Now Anthony Lynn, sensing the play clock running out, will call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, set. 50's a must. Recon, 132 fighter. 5.
Now Gordon on 1st down. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got it. Pilot, 64. Weak. Stick.
Throwing Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also with offense.
Jones hit, and the ball's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Titans. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, come on. Double dog.
Now a carry by the 3rd-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Hey, we got 4. Got 4 down. 4 down.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. This one complete to Christian Kirk. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Gain of 17 yards. And the Titans 1st down.
So from Charger territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Back at the 38-yard line.
Here we go. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. And an alley to run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. This is caught by Williams. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down.
First and goal.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Lamar Jackson doing it himself from 9 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check, 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 check. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. 6 sticks. Pull it high. 25, check 25.
Jones now off the play fake. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Everson Griffin. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Dances by him. Swat. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Titans. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now he's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from 1st down. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Hey, let's go.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. Look into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what did they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how did they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Looking to throw. Jones taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
First down, Chargers.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 41-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jones, off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Hey, high 7.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Jones has it. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Back to throw. Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break. Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jackson on 1st down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Slam. 57. Mike, 57.
Here's Jackson to throw again. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, alert 3.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, it's complete to Williams. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Williams. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest, and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Play action. It's Jackson. Nowhere there to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Brings up 3rd down.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a big.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson got his man. It's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Titans. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on second half no matter what. Those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On the ready.
Here we go, D.
X3. 218, chop it. Get it.
Now Jones on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. What did you see there, Charles, on that interception from the rookie?
They've shown him certain looks on defense throughout the first half, and they pulled the string here in the second half because he got used to those looks, and they showed the exact same thing, but changed it up just a little bit where he thought...
And nothing but daylight ahead. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Mike Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now. Really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way?
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. The 20, 10, 5, and nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 3 yards out, and the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is down to 28-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And an alley to run. Touchdown, Titans. Lamar Jackson, 73 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the second time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And, in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
the oar.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Yo, go, go.
51's the mark.
Now.
Throwing again on second down. Jones sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2, now third down. The Chargers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Recon, 132 fighter. Now.
Watch the motion. 51's the
Hey, Alpha.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Hit it.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Check 24. Watch 24. Show it up.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jones nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 12.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Get ready. Go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Quick man.
Hey, watch this.
Ready.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this to Eckler. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now Dawson for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Titans 42.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. He's going to let it fly. It's caught at the 10. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 58 yards.
18 Gator. Protein spill.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal.
Greystone travel.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Fourth down and goal.
Blue draw Corker.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. It's a party now. It's a party now.
They snap it to Daniel on 4th. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line. Today's